Ooh, sis, you're in for a treat. We are talking all things makeup in this video, from skincare all the way to lip combo product. I'm gonna tell you guys all about the products you're gonna need for the year while I do my full face makeup routine. And if you have combo/oily skin like myself, this one's really for you. Get your snacks, because she's a long one, but a good one. Hi my loves, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Felicia. Today we are talking about all things makeup from A to Z. Makeup skincare prep all the way to our favorite lip combos. I'm going to show you guys my favorite products in this video. I'm going to show you guys my updated makeup routine. So a little bit about me. I have been a makeup artist for over 10 years now. So I wanted to show you guys my current routine that I'm doing, my current favorite products. So yeah, let's just get straight into the video. I am so excited to film this. Makeup is literally one of my greatest passions, just being a beauty girl in general. So I've been looking forward to showing you guys my updated makeup routine and give you guys a detailed video of everything that I love and how I do my makeup. So first things first, let's get the first thing first. So jumping right into it, before you start makeup, you have to take care of your skin. You have to prep your skin. Your face must be clean. You want to use a good foaming face wash to get rid of all the dirt and oil off your face. The next step you want to do is a good moisturizer. This is my favorite moisturizer. I've been using this moisturizer for years. I actually used to work at Clinique when I first moved to Atlanta right after MAC, and I enjoyed Clinique. I learned so much about the brand, but while working there, I learned that they really cater to different skin types. So they have products for dry skin, combination skin, all the way to oily skin. This is the Dramatically Different Moisturizing Gel. It's an oil-free gel hydrant. I prefer gel moisturizers and just gel products in general, even facial cleansers. I find that the gel works best for my skin. If you have dry skin, you probably would prefer something more creamy. You just need a few pumps of this. I actually already put a little moisturizer on, well, enough moisturizer on, but a little more won't hurt. So I usually do about 4 pumps of this, but like I said, I already put on moisturizer, so I'm gonna only add a little bit more on. I do let my moisturizer sit and dry before I start my makeup. I'm really gonna let this sit while I talk to you about prepping for my next step. So something that I was really compelled to talk to you guys about, because I know so many women go through this, especially women in their 30s, because this is when I started to experience this. I am really struggling with hormonal acne. I don't know if you guys can see it. Yes, you can on camera, but like my chin and my cheeks have been breaking out like none other. And I've never had this experience before with acne. I've had breakouts since puberty, right? But normal, like pimple here and there, right? I have been experiencing hormonal acne, and it has made me so sad, just because I'm a beauty girl. So when I'm not wearing makeup, I want glass skin. Don't we all? We all do. And I'm having a hard time achieving that. It's like I've tried so many different things. I've changed my routine so many times. I've switched out skincare products. I've added skincare products. I've taken away skincare products, and nothing seems to have done the job yet. So my next step is I'm going to go to a dermatologist, figure it out that way, because I'm really tired of this hormonal acne. So what I like to do before I get into my brows, because let's have a little debate real quick and let me know in the comments. This is my way of doing things, right? Brows first, period. Brows first. So my first step is I like to correct my hormonal acne. I like to spot correct and get rid of all of this hyperpigmentation so that it doesn't show through my makeup. I just want to spot correct anywhere that I have some discoloration, hyperpigmentation that is showing up that I don't want to show through my makeup. Because if I can't get glass skin in real life, I mean, I can, but we're going to work on that. My makeup is definitely going to give me glass skin. I know that's right. My style of makeup is definitely, I like a soft glam. I think that's the best way to describe it. I like a soft glam. Listen, I like to be glam. The makeup is there, okay? But the makeup is not very heavy. And that's something that I've always strived for, even with my clients, is to give you the prettiest soft glam possible. I'm going to take this Real Techniques flat foundation brush. I've had this brush for a while now, but this brush is great for concealing. And I'm just going to lightly pat over that concealer. Oh, I didn't even show you the concealer. For my color correcting, I'm using the Fenty Pro Filter Concealer. This is the color 390. I really like this concealer. I feel like it's a heavier concealer as far as the coverage. So it does really well with color correcting. I really enjoy it. I've kind of gotten away with the color correcting under my eye because I find that I don't always need it, but I am going for a flawless beat today. So we're going to add a little bit under the eye just to cover up that little bit of dark circle from the week. It's been a long week. We got some snow today in Atlanta, which was super cute. I haven't seen snow in a while, so I actually enjoyed that, but it's time for the snow to go. So I got things to do tomorrow. I need to be able to go outside. Covering up my little under eye bag, just a little bit. Not too much, not too much. I get my beauty rest now. Okay, so this is about what it looks like, you know, not completely blended, and that's okay. We don't need for it to be. My next step is I'm going in with my, I love this product. I love this product. My Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Balm. I want to get the translucent one. I was trying to get it before this video, but the weather happened and it's okay. So I wanted to try that out as a primer, but I love this foundation. This foundation is perfect for the oily skin girls. When I tell you Danessa Myricks products absorb oil in your skin like nothing else I've used in my life, I swear by this stuff. It comes with a little scooper, looks like this. I like to scoop my products out. I see a lot of girls will take like a foundation brush and just use it in the pot. But to me, I feel like it gets bacteria into the foundation and I try to avoid as much as possible. So I use the little stick that it came with and I wipe it off with alcohol when I'm done with it before I put it back. I love her products. I am a huge Danessa Myricks fan. With this, I don't take too much because I use 2 foundations. I focus this product just in my T-zone. So I get very oily in my forehead area, obviously my nose because I wear glasses, my eyelids too. Don't forget the eyelids. So I just take the product and I put it on the back of my skin, just like so. And again, I don't use too much of it. You see how little that is? There you go, you can see it. See how little bit of product that is? That's all I need for that area of my face. It's always like a little bit left over inside the spoolie, so I just plop that right in the center of my nose and we're not wasting any products around here. Makeup is not cheap. I'm gonna use this MAC stippling brush. The number is basically gone. This is number 188, I think that is. Like, you literally cannot see it. But I was a MAC girl for many, many, many years. I have a lot of makeup brushes left over from MAC in my journey with them. And I am going to use my MAC makeup brushes until the very last bristle. I promise you. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and take the product. As you see, like, there's barely anything on there. That's it. And I'm going to plop that right in to the center of my forehead. Drag it down to the corners of my nose. I try to not use too much product on my forehead. Also, don't forget to apply this on the eyes. And I like a stippling brush because a stippling brush is literally great to stipple. And I like to push that product in, especially this one, because again, I'm using this so that it can absorb the oil on my skin. But I like to get this product in my brow. I just poked myself in the eye. Okay. Anyway, I like to put this product in my brows as well because my brows get oily throughout the day. And that moves us on to our next step, which is brows. So this product right here, and again, everything I'm showing you guys is a staple. And I actually forgot a step. But you know what? I forgot it because I know I'm at home and I do not waste this product. But I will talk to you guys about it. This is, before we get to the brows, this is the Danessa Myricks Beauty Yummy Skin Water Power Serum. It's a mattifying and priming face serum. This stuff is so good. I'm telling you, I am a Danessa Myricks fan. And a lot of people, I was reading the comments, they have no idea how to get this product out, but it literally says on the bottom of the product, it says tap here. You literally have to press down on this little squishy part to get the product out. People were like shaking it. Reading is fundamental, sisters, you know? Anyway, I only use this product if I'm going outside because she was not cheap. And I love it, and I'm not going to waste it. But I would use this product before my moisturizer because it's a serum. And you want to use your serums before moisturizers. And I know it says primer, but I don't use it as a typical primer. It is a serum. I use it like a serum. So in your skincare routine, you want to do serum first, then moisturizer. So that's how I do that. But I couldn't come on this video and not tell you about this. This is so good. So I found some brow pencil gems on Amazon. I have been on a hunt to find good brow pencils, right? For a while, I was using, I think, OCheal. They had a good brow pencil, but they discontinued that one, which it was good, but it wasn't my fave. I was looking for a brow pencil that reminded me of Anastasia because I love that brow pencil. I kind of like grew up as a makeup girly on that. But again, she is not cheap. So I was like, what can I find that gives me that look? And I found these. This one is, the brand is called OCheal or OCheal, not sure. But I got this on Amazon. It's a double eyebrow pencil. This is what it looks like. Sorry. This is what it looks like. And let me tell y'all, comes in a 3-pack. For $5.99. Sisters, I will never be without a brow pencil. I keep it in my little makeup pouch in my purse. I have literally, I probably have like 6 of them here right now. Like 2 in my purse, 3 right here, 1 in my travel makeup bag. Oh, here's another one. I am stocked up on, oh, this is not it. I am stocked up on these brow pencils. I love these brow pencils. They're so freaking good. And matter of fact, don't sell them out because I need to be able to order these. I have them on subscription, okay? I'm not playing. But they have the spoolie on one side, a very thin tip. Is this a new one? Almost. It's good enough. Has a very thin tip. It actually has a lot of, this is not as far as it goes, but it does have a lot of product in here as well. I love these pencils. Okay, let's do brows. So I like to just use a very thin brow pencil, and I filled in my brows just a little bit before the video because my brows are a little bit bald. I can't lie. My hair is so sparse on my brows. So once I don't wear full face makeup every day, absolutely not. I would like to say that I don't wear makeup every day at all, but that's not true because I will fill in my brows every single day. I'm not going outside without my brows filled because, like I said, my brows are very sparse. And I'm not going outside looking like a naked mole rat. When I'm at home, ain't no problem. When I'm outside, I need some brows. So since I already have the outline and some of it slightly together, I'm just going to add to it. Just going to fill in some of those sparser areas. I wish like I was one of the girls that like already had full brows and then just like, I don't do too much to my brows. Must be nice. It must be nice. I have to spend a good 15 minutes on my brows for a good glam day. Now, when I'm just going to work, you know, on my normal day, as long as I have something on there, I'm okay. But when I'm doing glam, oh, we spend some time on the brows. So I'm just filling that in. Make sure you get your tail nice and colored. The tail is like one of the first things to go throughout the day, and you don't want to be without that. Also, I don't have much hair in the front of my brow, and I love a gradient brow. I never got out of that. I never got out of that trend. I think it just looks great on my face, so I always create a gradient brow. But I like soft brows. Even though I'm filling in my brow, even though I guess you would consider this filling in your brow like pretty heavy, I love it to be soft. So I do a little bit of product and then I comb it through. And then I kind of like drag it a little bit in the front to just get rid of any harsh lines. Ooh, even that looks pretty good. That looks good, right? Yeah. Okay. Same thing on the other side. And you know what, sis? And one thing that Mac taught me, and I say this to myself all the time, because sometimes my brows don't even look like cousins. They look like distant family members. But your brows are not sisters, they're cousins. Is that the saying? I think I might have just made that up, but something like that. They're not twins. They're not, right? Your brows are never going to look exactly the same unless you've just been blessed by God with some perfectly symmetrical brows. I was not. Now, God gave me a lot of things. Perfect brows are not one of them. So when I do my left brow, it typically never looks like the right. And you know what? I'm okay with that. I've learned to just accept it. It looks good enough. To someone looking at me, they can't tell. When I look at myself, I'm like, that one's a little tilted in a little bit more than the other one, and oh well. But sometimes, some days I really have my brows look like this, and I'll just be like, okay, nah, let's start over. I can let go of a lot of things, but my face looking crooked, my nose is crooked though, and I've settled with that. I literally can't do anything about that. We just want similar brows, not perfect brows. Remember back in the day when we used to like sculpt, like I've always liked soft brows though, but I definitely had them more sculpt than I do now. Like now I let them just be a little bit softer, and I like to brush the hair up too. I also don't get my brows done because I don't have enough hair for that. I refuse to go to somebody and they take off more of my brow. Like I didn't have a lot to start with. I cannot take the chances of you taking more. And then to finish off the brows, I use a little bit of brow gel. Now I'm going to show you this one because the packaging is like rubbed off, but it's e.l.f. and I don't know the color, but I'm sure it's a dark brown, whatever the darkest brown they have. And I just add this onto the end, like the middle to the end of my brow. I do not put this in the front of my brow because I like the gradient effect. And I find that when I put this product on the front of my brow, kind of changes the look of it, and that's not what I'm going for. And I like how it pulls the hairs up to make it look more of a fluffier brow. I am very jealous of the girls that can do like that very fluffy brow. I don't think that would look good on me, but I love it on them. Okay, now we're moving into some good stuff. Let's get into the face. So after I get my brows on, I've color corrected my skin. We already did the skincare and all that. We are going straight into our full face of foundation. So this product is another one of my old faithful products. I've been using this foundation for so many years. I actually got away from it for a little while, and I was like, I need to go back to a good mattifying foundation. So I was like, let me go back to my boo. This one is the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin. This is so good. This is a full coverage foundation, 24-hour wear. This is in the color Y503. I love this. It keeps me matte. Since I've started pairing this with the Danessa Myricks, oh baby, makeup not going nowhere. I'm not getting oily. Everything is good in hood, right? So I only use a little bit of this product because I've already applied foundation in my T-zone. I've already color corrected my skin. Now I'm just tying it all together. So I literally just take maybe about that much product, And I use a beauty blender for this because I find it kind of just melts everything in together. And I just grab a little bit of this product and I apply it. I always start with my hyperpigmentation areas first, just to make sure that is really covered. And then I just add it to the rest of the areas of my face, just whatever is like left over. I discovered this foundation back in the day when Sephora was still giving out samples. Y'all remember that? No, it's not that long ago. It was just COVID when they stopped, and I hate that for us. But anyway, I tried this foundation as a sample way back when, and I loved it. And then I went and bought it, and then I kept buying it, and I kept buying and I kept buying it. And even all this time, the color, the formula, nothing has ever changed. I love the fact that when I go in Sephora to buy, well, I think that this color is a popular color, so this color is not always available for me, but nothing I can't find online. But when I do go to Sephora to get this, I'm like, hey, give me my Y503. Thank you. And I love this foundation because it lasts so long. Like, this will last me a year plus. Not even kidding. Oh, and good. I was going to say, I don't even know how long the expiration is, but it says 12 months. So that's great. But sometimes it gets me like a year and a half, and we still wearing her. Okay, so I have my foundation on, just a nice light coverage. Now we're moving on to concealers. This is probably one of my favorite parts of makeup, is the concealers, because that's when it really transformed the space. So I love Miss Danessa Myricks, the Lift and Flex Concealer. This is for the face and the eyes. It's a corrector. This is in the color 12. And I also use my NARS concealer, the Creamy Radiant. This is in the color Caramel. So I take the Danessa Myricks concealer. I love it. It's just so cute. And I really like this brush as well. But I take the Danessa Myricks concealer and I focus this on the outer portion of my eyes. So, and you don't need a lot, just about that much. I also use this concealer for my forehead area. I drag a little bit down my nose, on top of my lip, and then on my chin. I grab my NARS concealer and I focus this concealer strictly in the front half of my eye, like in the inner corner section. So I used to like layer it. I used to use the Danessa Myricks or just a warmer concealer all the way underneath my eye, and then layer another part of the layer another concealer on top of that. But remember, we've already color corrected. The goal is to not use too much product. You've already corrected a lot of things. Now, at this point in concealer, I'm just trying to brighten it up, you know? And I will take this concealer down just a little bit because I like for that area to be bright as well. Back in the day, I used to be a beauty blender type of girl for my concealer. Now I find using a brush just gives you the most flawless airbrush look with concealer. This is an e.l.f. brush. This is also worn off too. So, oh, it says Flawless Concealer Brush. This is an e.l.f. concealer brush. I did use her the other day, so, you know. But this is what she looks like. And I'm just going to let my under eye just sit a little bit, let it dry a little bit. So I'm going to start with my forehead and just blend that out. I really, really, really like this brush. Once I bought it, I was like, oh, I'm sold. And I'm going to blend out just that bridge of my nose, under on the top part of my lip. What is this area called? And my chin. And when I do my chin, I like to drag it out just a little bit, right under my bottom lip. Just blend that out really nicely. Like in this whole section, just blend that out. Already, we look snatched. Okay, now let's go ahead and blend out the under eyes. And make sure you're really pushing that product under the eye. I do kind of like that cut look with the concealer. So I kind of drag it out a little bit and then I pull it out. When I get to the inner corner of my eye, I push it into the skin. So it's really getting into those creases and setting really nicely so that it doesn't cake up under the eye and actually crease. See? Very lightly, but such a difference, right? I enjoy the way makeup transforms our faces. I think that's what I've loved most about makeup my entire life, is just the things that you can create with makeup, especially special effects. That is just a dream. Makeup artists are so talented, truly. Okay, and then whatever's left over on that brush, I'm just gonna add it to my lid. I find that when I add product to my lid, it helps with my lids from getting oily throughout the day. Perfect. Okay, moving on. My next step is to set my concealer. So I was excited to show you guys this as well. Something that I enjoy doing now that I didn't used to do is I set my concealer with a pressed powder first, and then I let it bake just a little bit. I don't really bake, but I do add a loose powder on top of that. But I love this Charlotte Tilbury. When the girls say Tilbury, it makes me laugh. But Charlotte Tilbury in the color 2. I bought the color 3 first because I'm going to show you. 2 looks so light. Like, it looks like, what am I doing with that, right? But it works. It really does. 3 was just too warm, but she's also really pretty. So if you're a warmer tone than me, 3 would be perfect for you. But I use number 2 for my under eye. And I use a little pressed powder puff. And I really get a good enough product on there. And I go ahead and I just press that, look, like flawless. Press that right into the concealer. I find that when I press the powder into the concealer, it gives me such an airbrush look under my eyes that the loose powder just doesn't do when you're first setting your concealer. Like, that is snatched. Same thing on the other side. And I really don't use that much product. I just get it into the puff, pat it into the skin. That's it. Puff and pat, puff and pat. And I really push it into the corner of my nose as well. Some people have like a flat nose so that they don't have like that crease corner, but my nose rounds out. So I get, you know, makeup in that crease. Like when I wash my face, I really make sure I get into that area, because I don't want to know the things I've seen as a makeup artist on people's skin. Okay. So it has made me like be hyper aware myself. Okay. And then this next product is also a really good product for the oily skin girls. This is the Pat McGrath Labs setting powder. I use a light medium too. This is the Skin Fetish Sublime Perfectus setting powder. I really like Pat McGrath as well. I think I have one other product from her, but this is my first product I tried from her because someone recommended it on Insta, and I was like, oh yes. And I have been a fan ever since. I take a little bit of that loose powder and just put it on the top of the product. Yeah, something like that. And then I just take a little bit of this, like just a little bit. And I go ahead and go right over top of that pressed powder. Like I said, I don't bake. I've gotten out of that. I don't even see a point of it. I never really thought it did anything for me. But I do enjoy a loose powder. And I like this powder because, let me show you guys, it's a little yellow, which is cool. It actually reminds me of the Laura Mercier, I was going to say Charlotte, the Laura Mercier setting powder, which I have as well. I have been a fan of her for very long time. I haven't used this in a while because I have switched over to the Pat McGrath, but I do still have her, and one day I'll pull her back out. But for now, we are on to different things. For the longest time, I used to be like one of those makeup girlies that would just stick with the products that I have and never switch up. Like I'm a very routine person in general in my life. So I like what I like and I like what I like, right? But over the years, as social media has brought so many more eyes to different brands and different things, I was like, I have to venture out of my comfortability. Like, I have to try new things because I know there's so many great products out there, like the setting powder. So I'm glad I have switched out of just being in my little comfort zone of only wearing what I know, because the girls make some good products now. Okay, so now we have set the face. At this point, I am going to move on to contouring. This is a new product for me. I used to just be a powder contour girl just because I find that creams are a little bit heavy for my skin. Now, I don't really like a lot of contour, or bronzer, however you want to call it. I think that I've gotten more into the idea of bronzing my face rather than contouring. So I started to use a cream contour, and I actually really like this one. This one is by, don't get me to butchering the brand name, Saie. Girls, tell me how to say this, please. Thank you. But this is their Sun Melt Natural Cream Bronzer in Deep Bronze. I really like it. It's very warm. It sits perfect on my skin. This is what it looks like. And I'm going to take my Fenty brush. I have discovered that my Fenty brush broke. How? Okay. Anyway, I'm just going to use that. And this is actually the bronzer brush. I'm going to apply that in my contour zones. So I'm going to just add a little bit here. And when I say a little bit, I mean a little bit, because I don't need too much of this product. So whatever's on this brush, we're going to make her last throughout my entire bronze. So I'm just going to apply her in my areas, and then I will buff it out. So I'm going to do it around the hairline, on the temples, on my forehead. Same thing on the other side. I ain't even gonna waste my time pulling up my hair because it won't show. But I do need a little product right here, right? So I'm going to now blend that out with this brush. Blend it out. And I really love to pull the bronzer into my forehead. She's a little large and in charge. I'm okay with that. I love her. I got a lot of things going on in this brain, right? So I like for her to appear smaller than she is. So I've learned that if you really pull that bronzer in, it gives you an appearance of a smaller forehead, because now the focus is just in the center of your forehead where we added that concealer. Little trick. And I'm going to take my cheekbone area. I'm just going to blend that out. Blend it on out. You see? Just nice and warm now. And I barely used any product. That's what I love about this bronzer, because you can use just such the teeniest, tiniest amount. I would love to be one of those girls that use cream bronzers on the nose, but I just find it to be so harsh for me. So I use that with powder. So my next step before we move on is I add my face powder. And I know you're kind of thinking, why are you adding your face powder now after the bronzer? I'm telling you, sisters, it ties it all together. So I love the Sephora number 56 Mahogany Tan Neutral Microsmooth powder. If you're a makeup girl, you know about this powder. She's so light, she's so smooth, she's so airbrushed. And that's why it works out that I can add my powder after my bronzer. So I'm using my Fenty powder brush, and I'm just going to apply that Not all over my face, because I don't want it under my eye. But I'm going to apply that on the lower part of my cheeks. I am going to apply that on my forehead because it kind of blends it all together. And I use whatever's left over and I take that right over top of that bronzer. And whatever's left over after that, I take that on my nose. And you do want to get the size of your nose as well, because you want to blend out that concealer so that it's seamless. Perfect. Okay, and now we're going to move on to blush. So I like to use two blushes. I love this e.l.f. blush. This is the Primer Infused Matte Blush. I just did a video about this one recently in the color Always Fresh. Very nice. The most subtle blush you've ever experienced in your life. I love this blush, but it's not, I find that it's not enough product. So that's why I like to double layer it. But this as a base, chef's kiss. So I do take a lot of this product because it is such a neutral tone that it doesn't really show much on your skin, but it gives you that perfect flush peachy look. So I add that on. And I really like to focus it on the high points of my cheekbone. And I like to pull it out into my hairline. Back in the day, we really used to focus like blush on the cheeks, but we've gotten out of that to give us more of a lifted, snatched look. And I really, 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 really like that. So I'm focusing this blush in that area. And I'm actually blending this in with my bronzer. So everything just looks like one seamless color, but the bronzer is still focused in that carved part of my cheekbone so that you can still see the contour, right? So whatever's left over on the brush, now I'll add that to the cheeks, just to the apples of the cheek, just ever so slightly. I want to focus the color here so it can snatch me up, but I still, when I smile, I want you to see that I have blush on. Okay, this product is Haus Labs. This is in the color Hibiscus Haze. This is their Color Fuse Blush. I love this color. This is very pigmented, a very pigmented pink blush. She's really pretty. So I only use a little bit of her. And I'm just going to add that to my brush. And I'm going to do the same thing. Do not focus it here in the apples of the cheeks. You want to focus this under the eye, pulling it to the hairline. You just need a little bit of this, just a little bit. So now we have the blush going. Okay, so now I also love this step. Now we go on to our powder bronzer. This is when I go a little bit crazy, not with that like heaviness or anything, but I use this bronzer for so many things. This is the Fenty Beauty bronzer in the color Cocoa Naughty. I know a lot of the girls like, I can't think of the darker one, but I can't think of the name of it. I like Cocoa Naughty. I'm literally at the I like Cocoa Naughty because it's just a warm tone. It's not as bronze as the deeper color. So this one is really good to just add on. And this is what I use for my nose contour as well. And I use this as my eyeshadow. So I'm just going to add a little bit of that Cocoa Naughty in the same areas that we put that bronzer, just to add a little bit of warmth back into my skin. And then I mix this in with my blush as well, so it gives it a little bit of a warmer effect in the areas that I need for it to be warmer. But I like to do this way. I like to go in between, because this is how you get the most flawless natural beat. And I'm going to take that powder and do under my chin so we can get a sculpted jawline. And I'll look up and go ahead and put some in my double chin area to act like she's not there. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and swirl enough product onto here so I can get it on my eyelids. I personally, I'm not an eyeshadow girl. I like a one shadow color. But I'm going to do a little bit of something fun today. Not fun as in like it's not an everyday wear, but I'll show you guys what I mean. But anyway, I really just love my bronzer on my lid and to call it a day. That's it. Like it just, look at that. It really just brings it all together. So just applying that bronzer on my lid. You want to close your eyes so that you can get it all the way down to your lash line. And I use this same color on my under eye lash line as well. That looks so good. So I'll put that to the side really quickly because I want to do something a little fun. So I'm just going to take this flat MAC brush. This is in the color 248. And I'm going to use this Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin in Unbothered. This is a blurring balm powder Lowlight. So you can actually use this as a highlighter. I like to use this as a color on my lid. This is what it looks like. It's so pretty. Look how iridescent that is. I'm going to take that flat brush and I'm just going to get a little bit of product. And I'm going to apply that, oh, look at that, to my lid just to give me a little bit of a shimmer. Just a little something. Has just a pink tone shimmer to it. And I feel like this is going to really tie it all together just to give me some dimension. This is not something that I do often, but if I'm going out for like a dinner or if I'm going to be taking a lot of photos and I want just to give a little bit more to the eye, I'll do this. Yeah, this is so pretty. Then I go back in with that same brush, no extra product, just to blend it out. Just to blend it out. I don't know if you can see it, but just a little bit of the shimmer to the eye. Very natural, very light. Same thing on the other side. When I'm recording and I'm doing my makeup, I try my hardest not to make faces because I will have my mouth hanging open. I do my mascara. I'll be really trying, like, girl, close your mouth. You on camera. That's so pretty. That's so pretty and so subtle. Just so light. Yeah. Okay. We are almost done, sisters. All right. So now my next step before I get to my mascara and just a little bit of a corner lash, I have moles or beauty marks, whatever you want to call them. I call them beauty marks. I have one on the top of my, I have a whole bunch, but as far as my face, I have one on the top of my forehead, one on my nose, and my main one on my cheek. So I take my eyebrow pencil and I never want to cover them up. So I just add a little product to bring them back. Just take it, do a little twirl, and that's it. I'll take my finger and just blend it out so it doesn't look harsh. I don't know if you can see that one, but my cheek one is pretty big, so kind of have to go in a little bit more with that, but you see, that's it. Okay, so I set my face with a setting spray before I do my mascara and all that because I don't need it for it to be wet. The setting spray I'm currently using, can't say anything amazing about it. I don't really see a difference. Honestly, I don't see a difference in any of the setting sprays that I use, but I use a spray because it does melt everything into my skin and I really enjoy that. So right now I'm using the Mercier setting spray in the translucent pure setting spray. It's a 16-hour spray. The back of this says, set makeup for up to 16 hours of a comfortable wear, no tightness, no sticky feel, and no smudging. I like her. I got her at TJ Maxx or Marshall's, one of those stores. And I saw it and I was like, ooh, I do love Laura Mercier. So let me just try her out. Just add a little spray. I'm a double setting spray girl. I use the Milani Make It Last matte spray. Can't say that it actually makes me matte, but I like this matte spray. I've been using it for a while, so creature habit. All right, I take my beauty blender and I just press that spray into my skin. And it just makes the makeup look like skin. And then it kind of enhances that shimmer on my eye. Ooh, I love it. I love it so much. Okay. Now we're going to add a little bit of mascara before we move on to my little itty bitty lashes. This is the They're Real Benefit Mascara. I like this mascara. I know there are so many better ones, but I like this because when I'm not wearing any type of lash, this lengthens my lashes like no other. But if you guys have any suggestions of a good lengthening mascara that you love, please let me know in the comments because I will always try a different mascara. I have come back to this one a couple of times, but so far I found that this one works the best. She transfers on the top of my lid though. That's the only thing I don't like when I don't wear any other makeup. When I have a full face on, she doesn't transfer. But if I'm just wearing, like, if I just want to do mascara, a little lip gloss and brows, I have to still put something on my lids because this mascara transfers so bad. So that's the only thing I don't like about it. But anyway, so I'm just adding a little bit of that mascara because I am putting on lashes, so I don't need too much. But a little bit goes a long way with this mascara anyway. Just adding this to the eyes. Don't forget your inner corner. You want to use the tip of the brush and you want to pull your lashes up. That is what really makes your mascara give your eyes like a very voluminous look. Like, you see, I look like I got little lashes on, girl. And you want to do the same thing with the outer corner. Okay, so before I do my under eye lashes, because I do that, we're gonna go ahead and plop on a little lash. I got these lashes from Amazon. They're literally just a half lash. I just put those in the corner and I call it a day. This is in the number B20. Grab these lashes. They're hard to get off, so I usually pinch the packaging and then that way I can pull the lashes off. I use the Duo Quick Set Strip Lash Adhesive in the color Clear White. I find that this lash glue is the least messiest lash glue that I've ever used. It dries so fast and them lashes ain't going nowhere, sister, nowhere. So I just go ahead and add my lash glue to the lash band. Focus on adding a little bit more in the inner and outer corner. Take my little baby tweezers. These are probably like Tweezer Pro tweezers, I'm not sure. Dry it off just a little bit. With this lash glue, you really don't have to wait for it to dry because it dries so fast. And I'm just going to plop that in right at the ends of my lashes. Literally, right at the end. Pull it up in the front to set it in place. Perfect. Then you kind of have to adjust it, push it into place. Half lashes are a little bit harder to apply, which is funny because you would think the little small lash would be really easy, but you can already see how it gives me that perfect cat eye. It really just lifts up my eyes. Like, I've gotten away from lashes, but then I started to do just a half lash and I was like, hold on, wait. I still like a little lash now. I still really like the look of a lash. But now I just do a half lash. And then I kind of separate my lashes with the front of the tweezer just so that it doesn't look clumpy in the middle. And then look at that. So pretty. Okay, same thing on the other eye. I really, really, really enjoy the half lashes. I hate when you're putting on lashes and the lash glue, the lash starts getting stuck to the tweezer. That irritates me so bad, especially when you get it in the perfect position and then you try to take the tweezers away and the daggone lash comes off with it. I can't stand that. Okay, anyway, we got her in there. I'm just going to set her into place, squeeze her down. That's how you really get your lashes to blend in with your lashes, is squeezing them together with the tweezer. Look at that. It really just transformed the makeup, right? Okay, last few steps, girls. So next, I am going in with a little bit of eyeliner. This is something I recently started doing because I'm really not an eyeliner girl. But I've been loving the look of a waterline eyeliner. So I was like, you know what? In this video, I'm gonna give myself a little waterline. So I'm just taking a regular black eyeliner pencil. This is an Ulta one. And I'm just placing that in my waterline. Yeah. And I only do waterline eyeliner if I'm going out. If I want high glam. Other than that, on just a regular day and I'm doing my makeup, I don't want eyeliner. I just love a just natural under eye look. Okay, and I'm going to add my mascara to my bottom lashes because I love a little bottom lash mascara. Ooh, look at this eye. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. I love a good smoked out eye. Y'all know what the last step is, nah? Okay, so we're moving on to the lip combo. Okay, so I am going to show you guys a better lip combo than this another time because I would love to give you guys products that are obtainable. This lip liner, you can get this any day, anytime. This is the Chestnut Lip Liner by MAC. Everybody knows the Chestnut Lip Liner. I have been a Chestnut girly. Damn, okay? I remember when I used to work at MAC, my friend JoJo used to be like, are you going to ever wear a different lip color, a lip liner color, or are you just going to wear Chestnut for the rest of your life? I want to be buried in Chestnut. What are you talking about? Like, Chestnut for the rest of my life. So I'm going to line my lips with Chestnut, but the lip color itself, unfortunately, you guys won't be able to purchase right now. It is my best friend's brand, and maybe she'll drop it, maybe not. And if she does drop it, I'm going to sell her out first and then give you guys, I'm just kidding. But I love this lip combo, so I had to show you guys because it looks so good. But next time, I'm going to actually get a lip gloss that you guys can purchase. Just going on my lips. I do like to overline. Top and bottom. And I really like to define my cupid's bow. And I don't overline the whole thing. I just overline right underneath my lip and in my cupid's bow area. Other than that, I keep my lip liner in line with my line. Because I already have beautiful, luscious lips. I don't really need to overline. What a blessing, huh? Okay. Press that together. Add a little bit more to the sides. Like pull it into the lip. You don't want to just line the lips and go. You want to add a little bit of product to those outer corners. Just like that. It already looks so good. So this is my best friend's lip gloss color. How beautiful. You see why I'm obsessed with this. Like, I haven't found a color that matches this one perfectly, but I am on a hunt. It's like the perfect peachy nude. I just love this color. I need to harass her for some more, actually. And I'm just going to plot that right in. And I love it because it's so thick and it's creamy. It's not drying. It lasts a long time. You don't have to do too many touch-ups. Typically, when I don't want to use this product out, I'll use this butter gloss color. But as you can see, it's not the same color. Like the top is, I wish the top was actually the color of the product, but it's not, right? So this color is the butter gloss and cream brulee, but it's not this. It's not this. Anyway, so I'm on a hunt to find this color. I love it so much. And this color, she named it after her son. Isn't that so freaking cute? I love it so much. Like, look how gorgeous the makeup is. Look how gorgeous. Can we get a round of applause? I'm just kidding. Look how gorgeous the makeup is. This is my makeup routine. These are my favorite products. These are the things that I absolutely love. Oh, and I wanted to show you guys, so I put it on my desk just to show you a little honorable mention. If you're looking for a really good gloss with no color, these are the e.l.f. glosses. These are the Squeeze Me lip balms. I love these. They're so hydrating. I have the mango, I have the watermelon, and I also have the melon one, which is the green one at work that I'm squeezing out so it's very last drop. I love these lip glosses. So if you need a good colorless lip gloss that's very hydrating and not sticky at all, these are perfect. But yes, this is my makeup routine, my loves. I hope you guys learned something today. I hope you guys enjoyed the routine. And I hope that you come back for lots more makeup talk, lots more tutorials. I want to show you guys a few more things, not today, but just in general. And yeah, come back for some more fun because I'm a makeup girly. Damn, girl. I'm just kidding. No, but I am a makeup girly. I like to have fun with my makeup. I want to show you guys some fun looks. Like, I love a good blue eye. I love a good all pink eye. So yes, but for the most part, I am very much a subtle girl makeup. This is a little bit more high glam than I would normally do, but we love her. So next time, maybe I'll do like a completely natural look for you guys. I think you guys will really enjoy that. But thank you for tuning in to another video. I love you guys so much and see you in the next one.